What's up, guys? Happy October 9th. I took a trade today and made a little over $800. Copy trading, Lucid account and Apex account. So this is going to be more of like a journal for me. I find it easier learning things and seeing things visually, and also talking about it. I used to always post all of my screenshots of my losses or my wins in a Discord, which I'll still continue to do, and I have one that I'll put into the description below if you want to join. But this is really going to be mostly for me, and if you enjoy watching this content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. So there's 4 reasons why the market moves. One is that we're hunting liquidity. Second is we're generating liquidity. Third is we are finding imbalances. And the last one is going to equilibrium. So between this swing low resistance liquidity here and the all-time high that we have all this. We're in this huge range right now, and before 9:30 we were accumulating, and we haven't reached equilibrium of this range yet, so we were in a deep premium. I noticed that with ES and NQ correlate with each other, and whenever I find confluence like SMT where ES took out this high and NQ did not, that's a sign that we may want to go lower, which only adds to the confluence of wanting to go to equilibrium, which we had a 15-minute fair value gap here in the 50% range right here, which eventually we ended up coming to. Didn't necessarily reach discount of the range, but it's good enough for me, to be honest, and we also took out sell side. But before that had happened, I took a trade on the 5-minute chart. Same thing. We did notice that with SMT, with us being in a premium, I'm also looking for an internal liquidity sweep, and we had that with ES. We also had that with NQ, but on a lower time frame. But even on a lower time frame, whatever the higher time frame is, and the higher time frames for me, before I drop down to a 1-minute chart, or a 15 and 5-minute chart. So on this 5-minute here, not only did we have this sweep here, this turtle soup, we also had a change in the state right here at 9:30. When that had happened, I had a feeling that we were going to be going for this low and potentially these lows here, eventually making our way down to equilibrium of this range. So once that had happened, I had dropped down to a 1-minute chart, and shows the same exact thing. SMT, we have the sweep of liquidity here, and then we also had a change in the state on the 1-minute, which I'll mark out now. Now I wouldn't take this trade here, only because I don't want to be too zoomed in, and I like to have a 5 or 15-minute reversal pattern happen for me, and I'm observing the market. I typically, in the past, had always seen this right here on a 1-minute chart and took the trade and would eventually get stopped out because I was too zoomed in. Nowadays, I like to wait, especially this was before, or yeah, this was right after, right exactly at 9:30, which this still would have been a good trade, but to me, I wouldn't have much confidence in it until we had a higher time frame giving me exactly what was going to be happening. So whenever we came down, had that 5-minute change in the state, we started making our way lower and coming up, and I had this 1-minute fair value gap marked out as well. So to me, that's whenever I took the short here, giving it a little bit more time, because I don't typically like to take trades right after 9:30. I like to give it a little bit more time for structure, and slapped a short here. My stop loss was up here at the swing high, and take profit was down here at 25,000 272.75. We eventually came back up and tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap and this 5 minute change in the state, and accumulated and eventually came down to that sell side and 15 minute fair value gap, almost reaching discount of the 50% of that range. So this is known as the forever model. I trade Justin Werlein's forever model. It made sense to me. I've been using it now for the past 6 months after 3 years of trading, and this is what helps me. This is all that you need. This is everything that I look for every single day. I know that we have a government shutdown at the moment and that we didn't really have any red folder news, but that's probably why price action looks the way that it does right now. It's not just it's very choppy price action. It's not smooth price action like I've seen in the past. But even whenever we don't have red folder news and we're in a government shutdown, this model still works. Even if it doesn't work, I understand that everything that I do is me following my rules, and whenever I disobey my rules, then it doesn't go in my favor. But I'm glad that this had worked out for me. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of the trade. I don't know if we're going to be going back to those all-time highs or not. I hope that we stop really going to all-time highs, because to me personally, I don't really like going against the trend. I like to go with the trend, and I really would like to see more sells than longs. But even if I wanted to take a long, it's still the same process. Even taking a short, you can still do this taking a long. You just have to find SMT, sell side liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps on a higher time frame, find the higher time frame change in the state, drop down to a lower time frame, because everything is fractal. So that's going to be pretty much it. It's going to be a short video, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and you have a great rest of your day. Peace.